Peace Reflections, you are over here with Tarithia. I know you cannot see me, but it is okay. I am in attendance, babe. But I said, Tarith, you don't want us to see you with that button on and don't reflection, okay? So with that being said, we are over here talking about the 6 keys to magic. You know, keys open doors, reflection. What do keys do over here? We all know at the night school, keys open doors. But where do you have to go to get those keys? You have to go in the shadows, reflection. All of the shadows are in, I said all of the shadows, all of the keys are in the shadows, reflection. That's why shadow work is key. Now, if you haven't been doing your shadow work, definitely go over there to the night school. Go over there on YouTube to Tarithia Perez, and that's where we are talking about doing shadow work. And I have a lot of journal entries where you can do certain shadow work, reflection. Okay, now with that being said, today or tonight, whenever you click this video, we are talking about the keys to magic, baby. We are talking about the 6 main keys to magic. Okay, now these are the 6 keys to opening a new reality within self. All right, now we all know that this planet is built off the numbers what? 3, 6, 9, and of course 12. All right, so within the 3, the 6, and the 9, you can always find keys, reflections. All right, so let's talk about the keys to magic real quick. Patience is the very first key to magic. Patience is the key to magic. It's bigger than intent, reflection. Okay, you need to grab the key of patience before you even think about grabbing the key to intent. All right, why is that, Tarithia? Well, think about it. What goes up must come down. When you put your spell work, it goes up, reflection, it goes into the ethers, and it has to come down and manifest into what you want. But if you are expecting a microwave dream, reflection, or you are expecting a microwave rituals or spell, just know nothing comes fast but a crash. So if you are expecting spell work to come quick, it will be short-lived. It may come quick, but just know it won't last. All right, so patience is always key. Over here we like to do magic that stick like grits, reflection. Okay, so you have to have patience. You have to have patience when doing any type of spell work. All right, let's go to the second key, and this is just important as the first one. Intent. Intent is the main ingredient in any ritual or spell. We always say that over here at the night school. If you can have all of your herbs, you can have all your incense, your crystals, your cow foot, chicken foot, it don't matter, reflection. If you do not have strong intentions, the spell, the ritual, it's not gonna work, baby. It's not going to work. Okay, so you have to have intent. Intention is the main ingredient to any ritual or any spell. Okay, that's what kind of get it going. You know, you can have a car, but if you don't have any gas to put in it, reflection, it don't even matter. You just got a car. That's it. Where you going with it, reflection? Where are you going? Okay, so let's talk about key 3, consistency. To me, the keys 1 through 3, those are the major keys. Those are your major keys out of the 6. Patience, intent, and consistency. Because if you are not consistent within your rituals, within your spells, within your offerings, within doing your altar work, within working with your deities, your spirit guides, reflection, then it's not gonna work. If you're not consistent with this right here, reflection, you get what you put out. If you put little in, then you're gonna get little out. You can't go asking for big shit and you haven't been doing the work. Okay, shadow work is key. Not only is shadow work key, knowledge is key. All right, knowledge. You should try to learn something, whether it's small or big. You don't have to read a book to learn some, reflection. You can learn off experience throughout life. Okay, so every day to become better, every day to reach your highest self, you have to learn something. You have to add more into that basket than you had yesterday. It's the same basket as yesterday. Who wants the same basket as yesterday? You done went through a whole 12, 24 hours, reflection, and you have the same amount of fruit that was in there as yesterday. No, not over here with the master magicians. You have to add something else to that basket, and with that is, we have jumped one, but that goes back to key 6, which is knowledge. Knowledge is key, but let's jump back up to consistency. Think about certain rituals and spells, reflection. Certain rituals and spells, you have to be consistent. Certain rituals and spells is not just for day one. You have to light that candle at the same time. Maybe it's 3 days. Okay, you have to stay consistent. Okay, when things are going good for you, reflection, you don't stop doing that shadow work. When things are looking up for you, you don't stop feeding those spirits. When things are looking up for you, you don't say fuck whoever it is that you are working with, reflection. And I hate to be raw like that, but a lot of people do. A lot of people people, they will put in a certain amount of energy, they will put in a certain amount of effort, and as soon as they feel like that they are reaping just a little bit, because that's how those spirits work, they will make you think you're winning. Just, it's a test the whole time, reflection. They want to see, are you consistent? They want to see how strong is your intentions. They want to see, are you really patient? Are you sitting here really coming just for self reasons? Are you coming for just self reasons? Because that's how a lot of people with Do You Believe in Magic, that's how it go wrong. If you are just in it for only self, you will never win like that, reflection. You will only go so far throughout the race. And over here we're trying to get to the finish line, reflection. Okay, we're trying to get to the finish line, because as soon as you finish one race, just like a test, just like a trial, just like a tribulation, it's gonna come another one. You just keep going and keep going and keep going. Why is that? Because you never want to get too comfortable, reflection. We're all here running a race, all right? If you get so comfortable throughout the race thinking you won, it's like a illusion. You think you're close, but the closer you get, it's so farther away. It's like it's going farther and farther away, okay? So consistency, stay consistent. That's how you win at anything in life, reflection, okay? Think about a business. People have, when they open a business, open that business, reflection, every day isn't a good day. Every day you're not going to make money. Every day your sales aren't going to be how you want it to be. And that's the same way with your ancestors. That's the same way with your spirit guides. Sometimes it'll be a test. Sometimes they'll see, okay, you're not getting this result, but are you still going to stay consistent? Are you still going to stay true? Is your intent still going to be strong? Are you still going to have patience? Or are you going to lead over to the other way? Reflection, consistency is key. Now let's go to key 4. Key 4 is self-control. Self-control is key, reflection. You have to have self-control. You have to have self-control, kind of go with intentions to me as well. Think about when you are doing certain magic, reflection, especially dealing with fire magic. If you are doing any type of fire or water magic, but especially fire magic, you have to have good self-control. You have to have good focus. Think about when you are meditating. When you are meditating, you have to have self-control, reflection. You cannot let outside noises, outside distractions break that focus, break that portal, break that, when you're astro traveling, reflection, anything can break that connection. If you have self-control, it's hard to penetrate it. Self-control is key. Okay, now let's talk about one of my favorite keys, the keys that beat anything, reflection: love. Love is key. Have somebody ever tried to do something negative to you, say something negative to you, and you fed them back with positive energy? Okay, now all the time you can't do this, but it fucks them up every time, don't it, reflection? They be looking like, what? I wasn't expecting them to say that. Or they may even look and they may pause for a second because they have to regroup. They have to regroup, reflection, because they wasn't expecting. It was like a 360 turn. You fed me negative energy thinking that you were going to get negative energy back. The whole time, baby, I'm a master magician. I'm going to feed you back with love, because love is what's spelled backwards. Love is evolve, reflection. In order to evolve, you have to have a little bit of love, baby. You got to have a little love, reflection, okay? Even think about when they do experiments with water. If you get a bowl of water and you say negative things to the water and freeze it, and you get a bowl and you say positive things and freeze it, you will see the different patterns. Okay, reflection, love is energy, all right? And I'll tell anybody, love is almost like a drug, baby. Love is one of the strongest drugs you will ever have. They even say the same way that people are in love, it's the same feeling as to when people have an addiction. So people will go back to certain people, not because of that feeling of love, but because of that addiction. It's the dopamine, reflection, it creates, like love creates that same thing. So love is a very powerful thing. Love can be all. Don't you hear people that be in a couple, they be like, it's me and you against the world? Have you ever had that feeling when you were just in love, reflection? It's unmatched, okay? So love is key. Even when it comes to self-love, sometimes when you think about love, the first thing people think about is relationships. No, before you can love anybody else, you first have to love yourself internally, okay? You have to do your shadow work, because if you don't do your shadow work, then you will be looking for something in another person, reflection. Okay, you get what I'm saying? If that person leaves, then what? Your light is gone. You have to create a foundation for self. Always create a foundation for self before you build that house. Make sure your foundation is always steady. Make sure your foundation is always solid. And the only person that can make sure your foundation is solid is who, reflection? It's you, okay? So I definitely want to come over here to tell you about these 6 keys. We're actually running out of time. Don't worry about it. I'll definitely come back for part 2. But remember, reflection, the main keys to magic is what? Patience, intent, consistency, self-control, love, and knowledge. Until next time, Ashe.